all right. Facebook listeners, this is Dr. Joe Blake here with the On Point Podcast. I want to welcome you to our training today, our lesson today. Hey, it's a great day out there in the USA, and I just want to welcome you today. So this is our first class for the year. Got my son here, also my daughter. She's here too. Let me bring her on and say hi to everybody.
Hello, everybody.
All right.
Hello.
Yeah, we're showing our purple and black real Ravens fans.
Yeah, you stuck in time there, Dad.
Man, get out of here, man. He's still a man. You know what I'm saying? He's still a man. I don't know what to talk about right there. He won 2 Super Bowls. You know what I'm saying? He won 2 of them.
Yeah, you got that.
All right. So we're here to, start out 2026 with brand new lessons, brand new information that's going to be about the economy of being. So we're talking about the economy of being for the whole year. I put on Facebook that the last week of the year, we're talking about focusing on intention, 3 main themes from our character, Joel. Joel is really more than the character in our families, but the economy of being with intentional investments, value beyond consumption, value beyond tangibles rather, and sustainable consumption. So it's designed to resonate with everyone on kind of having a fulfilling and purpose-driven life. So all those things is about having a purpose-driven life, because money is a part of what we do. All right, money is a part of what we do in life. But it's not the only driving force. Money is mainly as a result. You get this as a result of creating things in your life. But it's not the end of all things. It's a part of what you do, but it's the end of all things. If you do things well, this is a result that you have in your life. So let's keep rolling here. Let's keep rolling. So having that purpose-driven life. And as a matter of fact, there's 28 different subjects we're going to talk about throughout the year. 28 different subjects. So this is just a start. This is the first one, and we're talking about the purpose-driven hour. Investing your time wisely, because you can waste time in a heartbeat, right? Am I right, y'all? You can waste time, right? Mm-hmm. Time is money, and money is time. And if you wasting your time, you're wasting a lot of stuff, right? So there's a scripture that talks in the Matthew 26:40, and it's talking about Jesus. Jesus was with the disciples there. He said, "What? Y'all couldn't watch with me for an hour?" So Jesus saying, "Y'all can't hang out for me for 1 hour without y'all falling asleep. Y'all also be here praying with me and whatnot." So 1 hour prayer. If you can take 1 hour out of your day to speak to the Lord, be with the Lord, that can be an issue. He said, "Man, I only need y'all for an hour." Right? So purpose-driven time management. How do you manage your time? It doesn't seem like you don't have enough time in the day to do what you got to do before it's all done. So time management is how you spend your time with your core values and goals in a day. How do you start your day? How do you end your day? What are some ways you start your day, Cupcake?
So I do try to incorporate some time to talk to God in the morning. And I also start my day letting the dogs out.
Okay.
Then checking the garden.
Okay. Yep. Because that's important to you. That's one of the value and goals that you have, right? You don't want the tree to run about the yard. Because the tree run about the yard, you're in trouble. But that's important to you. That's your value, right? Because when something is important to you, you want to check on it and be with it all day. Joey, what's something that you get up in the morning and you check?
Well, I haven't really got a routine yet. But
you do. You just got to notice it.
Well, I start the day. I get woke up with a human alarm clock of 2 children. Jaden and Joel, they wake me up. I make sure I change their diapers, and then I make sure they have some Pop-Tarts, and I cut on the TV for them. And then that pretty much gets my day started.
Yeah. Now, I know y'all old, man. Joy, you be 39 this year. Jesus Christ.
Who's
Oh,
counting?
dirt old.
Cupcake, you ain't far. Well, you can 5 years behind him, but still.
I got some time.
But when you were there, I thought the same thing. I had to wake up when I woke up in the morning. I had y'all in my mind, so that was like my time management back then. I'd wake up and had y'all. I'd go in there and make sure y'all breathing, because that was on my mind. So you got to have your time management. Now it changes over time. You know, it changes over time, and your focus is meaningful. But you have to have that personal and that professional time frame. You know? So personal, y'all looking at the family, make sure the family starts and have their day in order. That's what you do. And that professional sphere. Now, for your business time, you know, you go to work, you get there on time, make sure everything's in order. You know, so you have that personal and the professional time frame that you look at. Me, since y'all grown, I'm good. I still make sure y'all alive and everything. Like you guys are here with Dad now. I appreciate that. You don't know how much I appreciate that, so I know where y'all are. That's still a great that. So your time management is important because you're making sure what needs to be there is there and still growing. So that's a good part about it. Now, some important time factors there. There's time is finite. It increases your productivity, and you value that time that you have. So in Psalms, it said 1,000 may fall at my side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it won't come near you. So there's some folks that you're aware of that may not value the time that they had, and the things that they wanted to do, they couldn't do, and then they should have done, they didn't, and they lose their time. You know, some folks that when I remember this one guy, he's going to work late all the time, and you may have supervised some folks that may not have shown up to work all the time. You ever had someone like that in your working experience that did not value time and didn't show up on time all the time?
Yeah.
How'd that work out for that person?
Oh, it didn't. They didn't last there long.
Now, Cupcake, you as a commander, what would you do with someone like that? How'd that work out?
I have a lot of examples, but in the end, they definitely ended up showing up on time.
Yeah, it's not good, is it? No. Mission is important. Mission is essential. The things happen on time, in time, every time, right? Yeah. So let's look at some more of this here. So time is limited resources. It can't be replaced. So you got to encourage those individuals to show up on time, focus on what truly matters in their lives. So if what you're doing is important, what you're doing is significant for you, you'll be there. And I can tell you, being a firefighter, you got to be there, man. You want that fire to your house on fire. Do you want them guys to take their time, or you want those guys to get there? You want them there. How soon?
As soon as
As
possible.
soon as possible.
You want them there, right? So it is important to get there. And so you can't half step and make things that happen overnight. It increases productivity, right? Everybody's there on time. They can get started sooner than later, and that's important. The goals get achieved more swift, more faster, and efficiently when everybody's there in sync and in order. Everybody's working in unison. You value time more. You minimize distraction because everybody's there in time and in order. So from a financial standpoint, same thing. You showing up, you doing what you need to do from a financial standpoint, paying bills on time, getting there, putting money aside on time, and you start early in life because later, you get. I cannot believe that I'm gonna be 60 this year. I run into folks my age and they just getting started. It's like, dog, man, when you was 30, you should have done that. When you're 30, that's showing up early. And if you had done something when you were 30, you wouldn't have to worry about it when you're 60. But if
Hmm.
you wait that long, mm, now it's like I need to nap every 5 minutes. It's like you can't be napping when you're 60. You got to be hustling. If you're still hustling at 60, yeah, something's up. So time is valuable. You can't replace time. You can't replace it. You got to take that time then to do it, so you don't have to do it now. So that's why you have to look at time and see how valuable it is, and make sure you take care of what you need to do to make things happen. Now, the other aspect we looked at: identify your core values. What do you feel is valuable for you? Clarify your personal beliefs. What do you believe in? What do you think? What do you believe in? What do you believe in, son?
I mean, that's a loaded question.
Of course
Right.
it is. That's why you think I asked you, man. I put you on the spot, man. I give you the information early, man, so that you can go over it, whatnot.
I mean, of course, I believe in Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I believe in a wholesome family, and having my children and my wife with me, and financial literacy, and I like to refer to computer literacy, because since I'm an IT teacher, so those are the type of things that I believe in.
Okay. Good, good, good. As good as you believe in Jesus, man. He's a reason for the season. Cupcake. Well, keep saying cupcake. Well, you can still my baby, man, but
Um,
major fouls on.
yeah, so I was trying to quickly write down my values because I haven't thought about that for a while, but I think that they stay consistent and I think they're pretty close to my brothers. But yeah, first I believe in God, and making sure that I maintain my relationship and thanking Christ for all that he's done for us. Then family, especially now being a fairly newlywed, and establishing my own family and making sure that I'm taking care and loving my family and, learning that new role. Um, After that would be stability. So stability can mean several different things between making sure that we're financially stable, we're eating well, taking care of ourselves, stability in all areas, um, and learning, always keeping the wheels turning. Every day is a learning experience, and just being around people that you learn more from.
Okay, good deal, good deal. Because you're right, and I like your responses, because you're right. God comes first. God, you make God first in your
Mhm.
life. You going towards God, your spouse is going towards God, and you come together, and you take that relationship with God that you have, and you take it to the children, because the children are looking at you and how you and your spouse are relating to God, and that's your well, you first going to God, and your spouse going to God, then you bring that to the children, because that relationship that you have is what they're looking at, and they see mommy and daddy doing that, and it just makes a reflection what God is giving to them. And you're right. That last year, I read the Bible again from cover to cover, and it just is every time you read the Word, it just gives you a fresh new revelation of what's happening for you, what you're gaining from Him, and God just gives you a whole new meaning on life again. Every time I read it, every time I read it, it's just like a new thing. And
The
so,
living word.
say again.
The living word.
Yes, it is. It is. And business it does that too. Because everything when I read it, I get it. It's like I get the business things that needs to give me from whenever I read it. So I have there's different things like the lesson for this year. That's what I do at the end of from me to the end of the year. I read it. I find out what he wants me to share. I find out what I need to share. What's going to help. I get more insight. So what will help those that are out there listening to gain more information. So those core values are what I get. But I believe in God, family, and then business. Those things just make it all grow. All right. So now, purposeful goals. How do you set those purposeful goals? Because you gotta have purpose in what you do. So it says here specific measurable goals. Now I have what's called a Camp 10 goals. Camp 10 goals. Now, because you've heard of what is it called? SMART goals.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Right. Now, SMART goals were. I mean, everybody heard about the SMART goals because it's like I say it's like a what I call it.
Catchphrase.
Yeah,
Mm.
because it's everybody catches it real quick. But I created what's called a Camp 10 goals, and then the Camp 10, you can. I mean, not Camp 10, but SMART goals. Everyone has heard about it, but with the Camp 10 goals, you can actually get the Camp 10 goals off my website, and it. I'm not going to go into detail about it, but Camp 10 goals. You when you download it, is clarity, adaptability, measurable, practical, relevant, and there's 5 other goes along with it. But if you go to my website, you can download the piece for like download it for like $1. I feel that SMART goals is kind of short, but if you're dealing with goals are for your lifetime. When your lifetime is up, I mean it's a lifetime, so they have to expand on those goals a little bit more. But still, SMART is for easier. It's in my mind is short term, but camp long term. So that's why I like my Camp 10. But go to my website, and my website is trailing at the bottom of the screen. All right. Align your goals with your core values. So if you have God in your life, make sure that those goals come from God. Go ahead. You want to say something, son?
Oh no! I mean, I was just thinking about all the acronym of SMART. I know it's specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time bound.
Okay. Yeah. Look at my Camp 10, man. All right, short term, long term. Now in my I have what's called 4 windows of success for like investments: short term, long term, fun, and then if you're married, if you're single, is the I love me goal, or if you're married, is the we love us. 4 windows of success. Those 4 funds fund the goals that you need for your financial future. I know Cupcake called one time and she said, "All right, Dad, I need funds for my I Love Me fund." Because she wanted to take a trip to was it Colombia?
Yep. It's so worth it.
I was like, Columbia. Oh, okay. You're gonna go to Columbia. You're gonna go to Columbia, Maryland. Okay, that's right outside of Baltimore. We good to go.
No, not that Columbia.
I know. I was like, no, man, the country. What? Are you crazy? I was like, well, okay, well, it's your money. But that's because she had her 4 windows, set aside. So Dad couldn't say nothing. She's calling for her money. But that's why you had those 4 goals put in place for that reason, right? How did it feel? How did it feel to have that, Cupcake?
It was definitely nice at the time because I was still in college. So I did not have a lot saved up. And what I did have saved up, I may have needed. So it was nice to be able to say, oh, actually, I do have something saved up for this exact moment that I can use. And it was my first trip out the country. So it was pretty fun. And it was also nice that I was, able to fund my own trip.
I always remember that guy. I was like, "What? You going to Columbia?" I said, "Oh, that's right outside of Baltimore." I was like, wasn't even paying any attention to where you wanted. You said, "Where? You can't be leaving the country." That was still a shocker, but I was like, she had her own. That was hers. Can't do nothing about it. All right. So strategies for effective time management. You got the 80-20 rule. 80% of your results will come from 20% of your efforts. You've heard that term before? 80-20?
It's that Pareto rule?
Yep, sure is Pareto, right? So you got to find out what 20% of you're doing because you're going to find out what that 20% is because that's where 80% of your efforts will come from. So you got to identify that. So, these are just, typical rules that efforts that you can find out. 30% of your time should be high impact activities. 3 to 4 hours recommended time to block to for deep sessions to enhance your focus. What do you do sometimes to enhance your focus on things?
To enhance my focus,
Yeah.
um, I eat peppermints,
What?
Really?
and yeah, peppermints is it's good for your focus. And then I play music or like oh, I can't think of the name of the YouTube channel, but it's a channel that helps you focus. It's supposed to stimulate your mind while you focus.
Okay.
So if I'm studying and I'm having a hard time, that's where I go to.
Okay. What do you do, son?
Um. Well, peppermints is not really what I do, but what I do. That's the first time I heard of that. I'll just pick it up some more. But I for one, I do play music.
Okay.
Put myself in a secluded area. I can't think of the terminology, but it's something where like you study for like 25 minutes and then you take like a 5-minute break. Shamar, you by chance know what's that called?
I don't know what it's called, but it basically tells your mind that you're rewarding it while if you focus for this amount of time,
It's
then
the
you're rewarding your body.
technique, Pomodoro technique.
Pomodoro. Okay.
Yeah, so that's one thing I do, and that's about it. That's about it.
All right. I meditate. I meditate. There's an app that I use called Insight Timer. Insight Timer is you can download that from at the App Store, and they have different like genres of music. They have like you can listen to rainfall, you can listen to thunderstorm,
Mhm.
or different types of meditation music. And I just sit back and I got hearing aids that play the music, right? So I like just sitting down and chilling. Any way to relax or to get my mind flowing, or if I'm sitting in my office and I'm writing or things like that, I listen to different types of music, and that helps me focus sometimes too. So all these ways are how I use my time for strategies to make me creative. So, and when I'm creative, I'm able to make additional money because that creativity helps me create things for others, and that's how you win. So just like how the word how HOW help others win. When you help others win, then you win too. So that's how I invest my time, I invest my efforts and energies, and how I can help others. And when I help others win, then I win. And that's how it's done. Okay, so for this first session, we're done. So I'm gonna put you guys in the background, and I'm gonna finish up and just hang tight for now. Okay.
All right.
All right. Hold on. All right. So for today, we're done. Wanted to remind everyone that you can actually become a podcast. Set up a subscription. It's $25 a month. You can scan the QR code there. That way you can get noticed when the podcast is there. There's also a newsletter you can be able to become a part of. There's a newsletter out to our subscribers. You can get the information that we shared in newscast form, newsletter. Get this inside information there. And anytime we have anything that's local, I plan on having a mastermind in the month maybe February or March timeframe, and that's going to be an irresistible offer. We have a 12-week course that's going to be coming up as well. So you want to be a part of the podcast so we can let you know when that's happening. So also I remind you that the second book, the Joseph Building Financial Legacy, is available. You can scan that QR code. Be able to get that off our website as well. My third book, I'm starting to write that book now, and that's going to be the third book of my trilogy. That's going to be Joseph. Well, I already told you the title, but that's going to be coming up. That'll be published this year. So you want to get the second one at least, because the first book is Joseph Building Financial Literacy. This is Legacy. And the third book, I'll be writing that and publishing it this year. So you want to go and get those first two volumes so you can read those first two volumes because they need to be read in order. So the third one will be this year. All right. And then lastly is the app. You can scan the logo there and download the app. It's on Google Play, and also on the Apple platform. So I thank you for listening to us. Thank you for being here with us. This is the first podcast for the year 2026, and again, it's about the economy of being and having a richer life, richer as in full-fledged. And money is just a result of you doing what's right and how you can help other people win. This has been Dr. Joe Blake, and I hope you have yourself a great and fabulous weekend, a week, and a day. And we'll see you again next week. Have a great one, everyone.